Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to a live chat here on a Saturday night for the Gear Change show. I thought I'd do one live because I haven't done a live one in ever. I don't know if anybody's watching or listening. So yeah, everybody, hello, morning, good evening. I'm going to be doing the Gear Change show here and stuff like that. So hello, everybody. It is Saturday, October 1st, 2022. Here for episode, I think it is 342. I believe it is, and I believe it's episode 62 of the year. So yeah, guys, hello and welcome back to these. And I haven't done one of these in a while, so yeah, I know you guys are probably wondering, how is it that I'm actually alive and streaming actually when I don't have 1,000 subscribers. Well, that's because I have Streamlabs, and I'm hoping the audio cuts out. If the audio is not doing this, I just want to say, so I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things before I get into the live show, and I have everything down here. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things. Well, this is working. All right, so it's working at least. The audio is working at least. You guys heard me talking in the background twice. So the Gear Change show, for those of you who are not aware, the Gear Change show is a video series of me usually trying to talk about some topic in the automotive world or in some random fashion. So I just want to say to everybody, I hope you guys get something out of this. If somebody is viewing, I don't know too many viewers will that I'm live, so it's just one of those things. This isn't one of those pre-recorded things where I'm just sitting here talking and no one's listening and stuff like that. I just wanted to tell you guys that I am shooting this live, and I think I'm going to be doing this for about half an hour probably, so it'll probably be about so it's probably going to be about 12:15 by the time this finishes. So I will say this. I'm happy that there's the 48 of you guys left. I'm pretty sure I know who's I can tell who's subbed and who's not. So subbed and who's not, because it'll tell you who's subbed and whatnot. Some people don't sub, some people don't have to sub, but they still watch anyway. So I know that even I know there's a lot of people on the Phantom Menace that are probably going to watch this. Maybe not. So yeah. So the Gear Change show topic for today is today was the 25th anniversary of the Petit Le Mans. It's the 25th anniversary of the running of the Petit Le Mans. It is also it is the last of the LMP based cars, because now we're coming with LMDH and Le Mans Hypercar coming in 2023. And I just wanted to say that I didn't watch a whole lot. I didn't watch every single moment of the Petit Le Mans. I did listen to the live stream and a bunch of other things. It was a pretty interesting battle. Acura won. One of the Acuras won. another year in a row. So it was pretty. Another year in a row. I think that Acura did a good job, and I think it was cool that we got to finally see. We finally got to see a new team win. While Meyershank has won before, won championships before, but it's just cool to see Mike Shank and his team winning after being in DPI and DP for so many years, and DPI and LMP for so many years. So with that, it kind of shuts the door on. There's going to be LMP2s and stuff like that. And there's going to be LMP2s and stuff like that, but this is kind of the last of the Le Mans prototype racing in the top class. They kind of went away from it when they got DPI going into 2017. I can't believe it. So 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. So it's been like 6 years since. So it's been almost 6 years. I remember when I first started watching the DPIs in 2017, and it's amazing that racing has progressed to this point. Because I remember 2014. You guys remember 2014 when we had the Daytona prototypes, the little GTB style things, and that's sort of getting back to that body style with the DPI, DPI 2.0 or LMDH, Le Mans Daytona hybrid. LMDH is Le Mans, LM is Le Mans, D is Daytona, and H is hybrid. Get it? And LMH is Le Mans hypercar. The one thing I will say about these cars is that they look exactly like Le Mans prototypes, but they're really not. There's some styling changes. There's a couple of cues. When I first started watching Le Mans prototypes, and back in 2004, it used to be the Audi R8, the Lola LMP1, the Lola LMPs, Pescarolo Judd with the V10 and stuff like that, and it was open top Spider type cars, Penske Porsches and LMP2. And then we got the closed cockpits in 20, and then in 20, I'm going to start to say closed cockpits have been around since closed cockpits kind of came around in 2011 because of safety rules, and it did save a lot of lives, and in fact it's stopped a lot of fatalities. So it's stopped a lot of fatalities, and it's also done a lot of work to make sure no one dies or anything like that, because the prototype drivers that used to die back in the 70s because the cars weren't very good. I'm pretty sure Joe Barnier or Joe Sifford, one of them, I'm pretty sure Sifford and Barnier both died either in Formula One or sports car racing accidents. Both of them were Swiss drivers. And for those of you who know, the Swiss do not allow any motor racing whatsoever, but they still are able to. But they're still able to race under racing licenses in Britain or in Germany or whoever they're driving for these days. Sebastian Buemi, the guy who runs with Toyota, he obviously runs on a German or a English racing license because he can't English racing license because unfortunately that's kind of taboo in Switzerland. So yeah, and I remember when LMPs have been around since like the mid 2000, been around since the mid 90s with Peugeot and the Porsche Spiders, stuff like the Kremer Porsche Spiders and stuff like that. Tom Christensen got one of his 7 wins in a LMP and an LP. Was actually Tom Christensen was actually fortunate enough to get all nine of his wins in Le Mans prototypes back in this era, and he's the winningest driver. Jackie X, of course, won some of his cars in prototypes, and won a couple of them in GTs, and well, he won one in a GT, and then the rest of them were in prototypes, of course, when Porsche came along and started steamrolling everybody. So the new regulations for LMDH are going to be like, okay, so you can have whatever engine you want. You're going to have like 600 plus horsepower, and then you're going to have a 40 horsepower hybrid motor. And it was aimed to be cost effective so that teams like Penske and BMW and everybody could do this without spending millions on their cars. And in fact, I think that's what's actually going to help out a lot of the DPI 2.0 or the LMDH teams, is because they're not going to be they're going to be sprinting to a different set of regulations. I think they can run whatever engine they want. It's going to be a coupe body. I don't think they can do any open top body work these days because of safety grounds. So they can run whatever car they want, whatever engine configuration they want, as long as it has the hybrid system and it meets the minimum weight requirement and meets the minimum height, weight, and width, and whatnot. Is sort of a rapid departure from DPI, which was all manufacturer based. In fact, the DPI cars that are coming along now are going to be just as powerful as some of the old LMP ones. So some of the old LMP ones that used to be around, they used to be around in the 1990s, early 2000s, mid to late 2000s. So we're going to see about 650 to 750 horsepower. We're going to be seeing 650 to about 700 horsepower in these cars. Some of the cars that are coming along, Cadillac is coming with a DPI, is coming with an LMDH, no name yet. Porsche's coming up with the 930, 963. Acura is coming with the ARSS22-62. I'm pretty sure Wayne Taylor and Marchand Racing are probably going to be doing the programs. BMW is going to be coming with RLL, with Mario Letterman, our team RLL, and Bobby Rahal, for those of you who don't know, IndyCar fame, Indy 500, IndyCar race winner. Actually, I think he only won once. But Bobby Rahal's an Indy 500 winner. And there's also going to be WRT over in Europe, and I think BMW factory team might do one. I don't know. On the LMH side of things, it's also pretty good. We got the Ferrari LMH. We've also got the Glickenhaus LMH, which is kind of a dud. I don't even think it's that good of a car, to be honest. Toyota with their GR10, which has been dominating everything, and I'm sick of it. And Peugeot is obviously coming out with their 9X8, which is a dud, which could be productive, but at the same time it could be a dud. Vanwall is also entering Vanwall is entering one. Collis Racing is also entering a car. Is also entering Collis is also entering a car into the mix. They haven't showed up yet because I think they're testing. I think it's also, there's a couple others that are going to be sprouting about, but I think it's because the reason why they did this is because I think a lot of people are sick of watching. I think a lot of people are sick of watching Toyota win all the time, and I think they want more manufacturers to be. I think in the first year or so, I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do in 2023. Pretty much. the reason why I like this class is because because the European teams now have a chance to come over here to experiment their stuff, because LMDH really doesn't have to. LMDH really doesn't really have a production requirement, because some of the engines that they're using in the LMDH are not stock. Like the 5.5 liter in the Cadillac, it's not stock. The 2.4 liter V6 in the ARX, it's not stock. And the only real production based style engine is actually in the Penske back 963. Pretty much because Roger Penske knows the production based stuff. The production based stuff works, and all that other good stuff. So yeah, I just want to say that this is pretty good and stuff like that. But it kind of stinks that we're killing off one era to start another one. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, we said goodbye to LMPs back in like 2014 when IMSA merged us, and now we have it because we still have them over in Europe. So from what I'm going to say right now, guys, because they're all hypercar and they're all production-based engines and all this other stuff, or they're based on certain architectures that are production-based, I'm going to officially say that the LMP is dead. So the old school LMP is dead, because we now have hybrid systems. We now have cars that look a little bit better now, efficient wise and stuff like that. So plus Peugeot has got this bony finless. I call it the bony finless fish. If you look at it, it looks quite bony, and the headlights are supposed to imitate the claws on a lion, and then the thing on the back is supposed to, and then the roof line on the back, the little thing on the back is supposed to do a lion's mane. It's like, lion's mane. It's supposed to be like, it's supposed to look like a lion. Toyota's a little too clinical for me. They always have been. It's all about science and precision with the Japanese, With the Americans, like, brute force, more horsepower, brute force and horsepower. Porsche, it's like, well, it's about the technology and the speed and the power, and the power of the car and the hybrid. We win races by science, and that's how the British are like, no, we'll just make it lighter. We'll just make it lighter, and we'll make it go faster in a straight line. We'll make it go faster in a straight line. Straight line. We'll just do that all the time. It's all the greatest things in the world. It's just a shame Aston Martin decided to back out, because it would have been so much better if they didn't. And then the Italians, of course, got the LMH. The LMH, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called yet. They haven't done it, and I hope they come up with I hope it's like the two. It's not going to be the 296. It's probably going to be. What should be like the 206 or something, like the 206 or something, some historical name like the 512. Like the 512S and stuff like that. And the Italians are like, oh, we're going. Like, oh, like, oh yeah, it's a French accent. Well, we're going to be light, we're going to go fast, we're going to have all the power, we're going to go to the front, because we're going to drive our way to the front, because we have power, because we have mafia power, mafia power, because Ferrari's gonna give Ferrari's gonna do the whole Ferrari. If Ferrari doesn't get what they want, they're gonna give the ACO an offer they can't refuse. So that's the old Vito Corleone. So yeah, I think the LMDH era is going to be a cool one. I think the LMH, I think the Le Mans hypercar, I think the Le Mans hypercar, Daytona hypercar, Le Mans Daytona hypercar. I think the whole hybrid hypercar, production hypercar thing is going to be so cool for them to do this, and I'm hoping to God Penske wins in the first year because I want them to shut Toyota up, and I think Ferrari can do it too because I think so. It's going to be fun and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. So your president probably asking, why have they done this? Why have they come up with these cost-effective measures? Well, the reason why they came up with these methods is because they wanted the cars to be production-based. They wanted to kind of curb the speeds a little bit, but they also wanted to cut the costs. Audi was spending back in the LMP1 era. Audi was spending upwards of $150 million a year on the Le Mans prototype package, and I think Porsche was spending somewhere around, I don't know, same amount, maybe 150, maybe 200 million, and that was getting a little too much for the ACO, and they didn't want people spending money. They kind of wanted spec cars, and the cars were getting a little too fast for the circuits. The speeds were kind of coming up, and they kind of wanted to regulate the racing. And so far, there haven't been so far, if I'm not knock on wood, there haven't been too many big accidents with these cars yet because the lap times have come down. I really haven't seen too many big accidents, and I think in fact with the I think the lap times will definitely come down. I definitely see some track records coming. I definitely see some track records falling next year, especially when they go to Watkins Glen. It just thinks that Lime Rock isn't a prototype track anymore, because I would love to see them shatter PJ Jones's record, prototype record, but I don't know. It'll maybe still stand for many years, and I think it'll stay there. So PJ Jones's Toyota, PJ Jones's Toyota will stay there for many years. So yeah, I just want to say, and also that they were kind of getting also the cars were becoming unstable. Notice the shark fin was very prominent in the shark fin became very prominent in 2011 after a few near misses and a few changes to that. They also reduced a lot of the horsepower as well. So the cars, the reason why the hybrid era got out of hand, the reason why they wanted the lap times to drop, is because they saw the horsepower rate go from, I think when Audi debuted the R18 and and I think when Peugeot reached the 908, the 3.7 liter one, they ended up probably producing over 540 horsepower. Some people said they produced 6, but we won't know, to be honest. I remember everybody's like, oh yeah, the lap times are slowing down, because I remember when the pole was set for the remember when the pole time was set from 2011. I remember it being 3:25. The pole time in 2010, the year before, was a 3:18. And I remember pole in 2016, 2017 was 3:15 and 3:14 respectively. So I remember the pole time dropping, and the ACO kind of wanted to negate that advantage. They didn't want the They didn't want their cars really doing 321s, 324. So that's the reason why they balanced the cars out. They've nerfed some power, they've added some weight, or they've changed some of the profile of some of the cars because they didn't want those super high speeds happening, and that's kind of killed the lap count a little bit. But in terms of overall safety, hopefully these cars will be a little bit safer, and we won't have cars flying so much. So yeah, it's 2:08. It's Sunday the 2nd. Yeah, so I just wanted to I just want to say to everybody, I'm hoping the LMDH era, the LMH era goes well, because it's one of those things that just, it's just one of those things that has to just happen and stuff like that. So, happen, and I think it'll be more competitive now that things will go. And GTD racing, GT Daytona, and GT3 racing will also be something to look at in the next decade or so, because the regulations are shading yet again. And the reason why the regulations are changing, and the reason why they're doing it, is not just because of the pandemic. I think the ulterior motive to changing the GT3 was to stop Corvette dominating, because Corvette the last couple of years in IMSA racing has just been dominating. If you look at the team championship standings and all this other stuff in the last 10 years, like between 2012 and between the years 2012 and 2022, the Corvettes have won 7 out of 10 championships. The IMSA WeatherTech season just concluded today, so it's 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 in a decade span isn't too bad. Corvette's already won 2 this decade, so I think they kind of wanted Porsche or BMW or McLaren or somebody else to win. I hope McLaren, when GTD goes in full force, I hope McLaren wins 1 title at least, or something like that, or somebody do a pro thing so McLaren can come back to top level racing. I would have loved to see McLaren's at Watkins Glen next year. So, and since Watkins Glen is an endurance race, I think we will be seeing the 720S's a lot more. So unless they upgrade it, so yeah. All right, I'm done with my gear change spiel. I just hope you guys got something out of that, and stuff like that. So it's Sunday, and no, I'm not going to count this as another vlog. Sunday is usually Sunday is usually one of my resting days, so I'm definitely going to do a regular vlog, but I'm not going to do it on this. I'm going to do it on my phone, probably when I charge it up tomorrow, later today. So, when I charge it up later today. So, now that I have you guys here, just some, now that it's a new day, I just wanted to clear up some things that I just want to, now, this is going to be a bit of a gear change show and a little bit of a vlog, radio vlog, so, I just want to clear some things up, and I just want to tell you guys how great it is. Now, this is my third video in a row, Yeah, it's my third video in a row, starting with Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Tomorrow, later today, when I record, will be my fourth in a row. I just wanted to let you guys know what's been happening in the world of me and what I'm planning to do in the next couple of years. So I know I've said to you guys, that I am going back to school in 2024. I also want to tell you guys what's going on with my friendships and what I think is, where I think each one is going to go, and how I'm going to stay connected with them in the future, just in case I move away from Massachusetts. So I'm currently on track to saving enough money to go back to school. The only problem with it is I gotta be in a situation where I can make money and I'm not gonna be losing it and stuff like that. So I gotta have a contingency plan going to pay, just, you know, if I'm going someplace, gotta have a contingency plan so I can live my life and also be able to live well enough elsewhere. So I want to make sure, you know, if I'm working at Restaurant Depot, or if I'm working in a supermarket, or if I'm working, you know, some part-time job, I'm gonna obviously need to work some level to maintain my cash flow, which is why between this year, next year, and partially part of 24 or beyond, we'll see, I'm going to be making enough money to support myself and also build my because by the end of this year, my bank account will be a little higher than it was the year before last year, and I still have potential to make quite a bit of money in the last couple of months. So my banking account, my banking account could probably be a lot higher and be closer to my goal that I need to have to go back to school and have enough money to live and stuff like that. And because right now I can tell you, between tuition and living on my own somewhere, I'm gonna need probably more than I'm gonna need more than $100K at least. So I know that. I know I'm gonna need a little bit north of that. In fact, I'm probably gonna need some help from the lottery probably to pull this off. But wishful thinking, but always knocking on wood. You never know. Could win the Mega Millions and be set for life, you know. So yeah, you know, going forward with my friendships, you guys know that my top three friends are Thomas Gilkey, who's known as the Gilkey Man. Check him out, please. He's a good YouTuber. He talks about movies and stuff like that. He's also, you know, he's giving him support right now is the greatest. He's always looking for people to talk to, and he's looking for people to talk to and people to, you know, share experiences with, because me and him have been through quite a bit. Megan is also another one of my friends. She's been my friend for 20 years now. Thomas would be 20 years next year, but I think it's like April of 2003. We've been friends, so 2003, so 20 years. Happy friendship, and happy friendship milestone for us. So I met Maggie, actually funny I should mention it. We actually met this month 20 years. Megan and I met this month 20 years ago. So 20 years ago, I think it was late October, just before Halloween. Yeah, it was just before, I think it was a week before Halloween. I can't remember actually when I started learning prep. God damn it. I'm gonna say a week or two before Halloween. Actually, I'm gonna say a week. Yeah, week or two. I'm gonna say a week too, but I'm gonna say a week or two before Halloween. So yeah. So I think it's like middle of the month, 15th, 16th, the 17th. I can't remember. I think I started learning prep on a Wednesday, so I'm pretty sure it was probably, I don't know, the 20th, I think, or something like that. But all I know, when I reach the end of the month, I will have known Megan 20 years. So the newest one to the bunch, obviously, is April. I've known her for about 10, because I met her back in 2012. And we all have our own little things. Thomas is always just that good guy friend that's good to, is that good guy friend in the world, just to good for a challenge and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and there's also fourth Andrew Brusso, also another good guy. The fourth one is Andrew Brusso. How could I forget Andrew? Andrew is probably one of the. He's a brainy. If there's one guy, and I've known Andrew for 20 years. Actually, funny I should mention it. November 2020, November of this year, I've known Andrew 20 years. So yeah, I've known my three LPS friends for about 20 years now. So, but April is the newest one of the bunch. For those of you, I'll get to Andrew in a minute. I want to save the best for last. Because Andrew is pretty good. Andrew's the brainy. He's the video game guy. He likes Mario and Nintendo and all that other stuff. But I wanted to save the best for last, and that's April. So April is probably, as you guys know, is very prolific on this channel, because I mention her almost every so I used to mention her every 50 seconds in the old days. So currently right now, so Tom is the good guy friend that is good for a challenge every here and then. It's always good to talk to him, see what's going on in his life. It's good. I challenge him, he challenges me. Megan is more of my my emotional moral rudder a little bit. She's always good with checking in, seeing a good movie, of course. Thomas is the same way, but April, she's more of the silent communicating, nonverbal communicating specialist with me. So we talk nonverbally on Facebook and stuff like that, and stuff like that. So yeah, and Andrew spits out really cool facts every time he does. So every time out, it's just we might be Andrew might be having everybody hang out soon. So I'm looking forward to that. So going forward, I want to. So I've met up with Tom, met up with Meg. Andrew's been busy, so I really haven't been able to meet up with him, but hopefully at the end of this year we'll rectify that. April, on the other hand, and I are probably holding out till things with the pandemic close up, and she's also transitioning to her own home, which is very good. I'm happy about that. So I want to say all my friends have improved over the last 2 years, and that's so great. Andrew's at the top of his game, so I can't really say much about that. But Tom's made his strides. He's coming along. He's doing really good. I think he's got potential. I think I've known that since day one anyway. So nothing to see there, and he'll just keep growing. And the way he grows every day, and he gets better and better, really amazes me. It never really amazes me. In fact, he's probably, considering what he's gone through, he's making a lot of strides. Megan, on the other hand, she's kind of laid back. She's kind of just doing her own thing. April, though, on the other hand, wow, she's been going from strength to strength every single year. She's gotten better every single year I've known her. So, and I guess it's that patented Camo motivation that's obviously helped her along. So she won't admit it, but I'm pretty sure I motivated her to do a lot of things and a lot of influences. So she's currently trying to get a house. She's currently trying to get her living situation. I'll say the word situated, so she can live on her own. Because I think she feels if she's going to be with the parents during the pandemic, I think she's kind of moved past that, and I think she wants to kind of transition into something new. And I'm happy and excited, and I'm hoping down the road I see this living I see this living quarters, so we can have some, so she can have a place to go, and we can sit and chat and talk and have a good time. So have a good time, maybe share a laugh and watch some anime that we maybe watch up anime, catch up on old times, that sort of thing. So the waiting game is definitely going to help. So definitely going to help. She likes waiters, She doesn't like the impatient types, I'll tell you that. I'm not the impatient type, even though some people say I might not be, but I am. So, but yeah, so that's all good. And it sort of reminds me of the LMDH situation, because everything changes, friendships change, the world changes, tolerances change, and stuff like that. So yeah. And I actually haven't given you guys my full on. I've been giving you guys. Oh yeah, that's right. How could I forget? Happy 1 year anniversary of me having this darn thing. Holy mackerel! I've had this iPhone a year. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that tomorrow when I have my iPad. I'm going to do that tomorrow when I have. I'm going to do that tomorrow for you guys. I might do another. I might do that tomorrow when I. I might do that with my iPad tomorrow because I've got it all situated. So all situated and stuff like that. And so yeah. I'm going to have to bid this one to do because it has been a long day. I want to go to sleep, unbelievably, because I want to conk out. So I slept earlier today from like 6 to like 8, so I could actually have enough energy to do this, because you guys know I didn't have enough energy to do this. I'm being smarter. So I'm working smarter, not harder. And work's going good. I'll have to give you guys some updates on that. But, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this radio show. And I'm definitely going to... do some more stuff. I'm probably going to record... Pokemon stuff tomorrow, maybe. So I'm going to try to fix my capture card tomorrow, and then record some, and then I'm going to upload that on Tuesday, and then I'm going to try to upload the Monday. I'm going to try to record the Girl Who Stands Behind, and try to finish that as well. And so yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna bid you guys adieu. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys were interested in more content, click the subscribe button at the bottom of the video. Give it a like if you guys do it. If you guys don't, well, I'm not gonna hold you to it. I'm not gonna hold you guys to it. I'm not gonna hold a grudge, because you guys know you guys can come and go as you please. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys later, and I will see you guys later today with a regular vlog. So yeah, this has been the Gear Change Show, and a little bit of a update from me. So, so yeah, Gear Change Show live, folks. So, I'm obviously going to when I modify this on the iPad, I'm going to obviously do the link in the. I'm obviously going to do this, and yes, I do have a Twitter account, and I will update that. I might update my upload schedule. I'm also going to update my upload schedule in the description of this channel, so you guys know what's going on. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, I'm done for tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Peace out, and I guess I'll see you guys later. So, I guess so. So I guess this is so as usual, guys. As usual, long live America. God bless America. Long live this great country. Long live our frames and our rights. Pray pray for all the spirits that the spirits and the people we've lost in the last couple of years due to COVID, natural causes, and rest Queen Elizabeth II's soul. She passes into heaven. Also pray for any of my friends that have passed away in the last couple of years due to COVID or to other causes. Also pray for my friends and let them all stay strong. And everybody else in the world, everybody stay strong. I pray for your health. I pray for your wellness, and I pray for everybody's good fortune. This is Mike Mo for another Gear Change Show, another Camo's Automotive Radio Show episode. Signing off for tonight. Thomas has decided to jump on. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Thomas. I started this like half an hour ago. I didn't know if anybody was gonna jump on, man. I've just been doing a gear change. I've been doing some updating and stuff like that. So the Yokeman has joined the feed, folks. But as I said before, you guys want a channel that talks about movies and life like I do? Subscribe to him. He's very good. I've watched his content. It's very good. It's A+. So Thomas, I might be doing one of these. I might be doing one of these next Saturday, but I might be doing a regular one of these next Saturday. I don't know what time, but I'm going to try to do it around. Going to try to do it a little earlier, maybe around 10, 8, 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock. No guarantees, but yeah, everybody. Subscribe to the Goat Man, and I'll see you guys all later.